All right, let's dive into one of the biggest stories in cricket right now. Team India's high-stakes T20 World Cup campaign. Now, they're not just the hosts, which is a massive deal on its own. Nope, they're also the defending champions. The pressure to make history on home soil is absolutely immense. So, let's get into it.
I want to start with just one number, 17. So, what's this all about? Well, that is the number of consecutive T20 International Series India has won at home all the way back since 2019. 17. That's a staggering record, and it tells you one thing very, very clearly. On their own turf, this team is, well, pretty much unbeatable.
And really, that home record? It's the foundation for this whole campaign. As the reigning champs from the 2024 World Cup, India isn't just showing up hoping to win. They are preparing to defend their fortress. You know, the question on everyone's mind is, can anyone actually breach it?
But just when you think you've got the script figured out, there's a huge plot twist. The selection committee, with Ajit Agarkar at the helm, hasn't played it safe at all. They've taken that championship-winning formula and, believe it or not, they've made some incredibly daring changes.
And when I say daring, I mean shocking. Out goes Shubman Gill. And we're not just talking about a key player here. This was the former vice-captain of the team. And in his place, Ishan Kishan, who's making this dramatic comeback to the national side after more than 2 years out. It's a massive gamble, swapping a guy seen as a future leader for a total wildcard.
So how on earth do the selectors justify a call this big? Well, the chief selector Ajit Agarkar put it pretty bluntly. And it's a brutally honest assessment, right? He's basically saying that when it comes to a World Cup squad, current form is everything. The message couldn't be clearer. Your reputation alone is not going to get you a spot on this team.
Oh, and the shakeup doesn't stop there. With Gill out of the picture, the vice-captaincy has now been handed to all-rounder Axar Patel. You see, this isn't just about changing personnel. It's a fundamental shift in the team's entire leadership dynamic. It's rewarding that consistent all-round utility.
So this new leadership, it really feels like it's signaling a new era. With some huge established names out, who are the players now tasked with leading this title defense? Let's meet the new generation of stars who are carrying the weight of 1 billion expectations on their shoulders.
First up, let's talk about Abhishek Sharma. I mean, this guy isn't just an opener, he is a phenomenon. He's the one tasked with getting those flying starts, and he's walking into his very first World Cup as the #1 ranked T20 international batter in the world. He's the engine of India's aggressive game plan.
And if you want a number to back that up, here it is, 193.46. That's Abhishek Sharma's unbelievable T20 international strike rate in 2025. Look, this isn't just scoring fast. This is the total demolition of bowling attacks. It sets a tone that puts the opposition on the back foot from the very first over.
Okay, so after that initial explosion from the opener, you need the anchor. And that's where Tilak Varma comes in. He's really emerged as India's crucial #3 batsman. He's the guy tasked with bringing stability and control to the otherwise chaotic world of T20 cricket.
And his resume? It's pretty impressive. He has a proven temperament for the big stage. Most famously, he was the hero in the Asia Cup final against Pakistan, and he averages over 49 in the middle order. The only real question mark? He's coming back from abdominal surgery, so believe me, all eyes are going to be on his match fitness.
And now we get to the man right at the center of that whole selection storm, Ishan Kishan. His return is honestly one of the most compelling storylines of this entire tournament. After 2 years in the wilderness, he's back, and you just know he has a serious point to prove.
So how did he get here? Well, he basically forced his way back in through sheer weight of performance. He absolutely lit up the domestic Saad Mushtaq Ali Trophy. So this selection, it's not based on past glory. It is a reward for current, undeniable form. And it just adds another layer of firepower to India's top order.
So, we've got the squad. Now what's their first hurdle? Let's take a look at the initial journey India has to navigate just to get a shot at the knockouts. This is the group stage gauntlet.
Okay, here's the roadmap. They kick things off against the USA in Mumbai. Then they face Namibia and Delhi. But the one everyone is circling on their calendars is February 15th, India versus Pakistan in Colombo. It is the biggest game of the group stage, no question, and it could very well decide who tops the whole table. Then they round things out against the Netherlands in Ahmedabad.
But you know, it's never a straight road to the final, right? A World Cup campaign is always filled with potential pitfalls, and for India, the threats are coming from both outside and inside the team. Let's break down the obstacles that are standing in their way.
And who better to explain the biggest external threat than the legendary captain himself, MS Dhoni? You know, it's not a star player or a rival team that scares him the most, it's the do. It's this uncontrollable factor that can totally change the game. It makes the coin toss incredibly important and can sometimes just neutralize a team's skill advantage.
And beyond the weather, there are some storms brewing inside the team itself. I mean, this new squad is going to sorely miss the immense experience of guys like Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli. Captain Suryakumar Yadav is only just now getting back to form after a really tough year. There are worries over Sanju Samson's consistency, and of course those lingering fitness questions around Tilak Varma. These aren't small issues. They are significant headwinds.
So, when we pull this all together, what's the big picture here? Well, this isn't just another tournament. For this new-look Indian team, with its blend of explosive youth and a few seasoned campaigners, there is a genuine legacy on the line. The challenge is, without a doubt, immense, but the reward is a place in history. No team has ever successfully defended a T20 World Cup title on their home turf. That's what India's playing for. It's not just a trophy, it's cricketing immortality.
And all of this leaves us with one final really fascinating question. That unbeatable home record, it's India's greatest strength, but the weight of expectation that comes with it is just enormous. So will that advantage prove to be an impenetrable fortress, or could it become a pressure-filled trap? The whole world is waiting to find out.